Welcome to the Great Wrestling Debate, everybody. This is 11, 12, 13, November 11th, or November 12th,
Yep.
2013, 11, 12, 13, how about that? We're coming off of Monday Night Raw, where it looks like at the end of the show we found out the Survivor Series main tag match, I guess you could say. Would you say?
I mean, if I'm a betting man, it's gonna be CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, and the Usos versus all three members of the Wyatt family and probably Dean Ambrose.
Yeah.
And then the tag team champions will probably face the Shield again in a tag team title match.
Yeah.
I don't see all six of them face each other. I mean,
yeah.
they might do that. I think that's too much for a Survivor Series.
Then they
match.
wouldn't have the tag team titles. That's the trade-off. Yeah. It could be a variation of that. I don't know. But, yeah, I mean, obviously it looks like there's going to be some kind of Wyatt and Shield team up here.
Even though we finally had that brawl happen finally.
Yeah.
The fans went insane when that happened.
Yeah, it kind of teased something, but then it turned into something different.
Cool heads prevailed finally.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking as that was going on, I'm thinking like
the guy who said
who
said follow the crows was the only coherent guy thinking apparently.
Yeah.
And realized, wait a minute, somebody's missing here.
Yeah. I mean, it took me by surprise too. I figured, this is going to be some kind of twist here, and then that's where CM Punk and Daniel Bryan.
God, the fans went crazy. Yeah. I mean, I hope some writers will listen to the back say, "My
British
God,
crowd.
maybe we." Well, let's think it's a British crowd too, and I think European crowds. I don't care if I say they kick the hell out of any American crowd, whether it's wrestling or any athletic event. I mean, if you listen to any soccer events, they never stop chanting something. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, sometimes it's something very racist, and I don't want to see that happen in the United States. But they're always so emotional in their events, pretty much. Yeah. I mean, I've seen plenty of American crowds just sit there and go, "Oh, I'm not getting up and doing anything.
Yeah.
I paid my money. I'm going to sit here. Okay,
yeah.
I don't judge me."
Yeah. And and being that it was in Manchester, I guess they found it a good time for it to be the Authority vacation night or whatever. Now they've been calling it the Authority, but I remember I remember when they were calling it originally the Administration. I never really remembered to point that out.
I don't know.
The Authority.
It's pretty much the Corporation 2.0.
Yeah.
I don't know why they can't just say it's the Corporation.
A little picky on the name, I guess, but.
Well, because, I don't know, they don't want to copy. They don't want to say...
It was the administration.
They don't want to say Randy Orton's The Rock. Well, first of all, it's not The Rock, because when the corporation was first founded, The Rock was pretty much a young up-and-comer, and...
Yeah.
This was like his first main event picture. Yeah. Randy Orton's a veteran.
Orton's
a veteran, pretty
Orton's
much.
in like his 11th year here. Going on his 12th year.
I mean, don't get me wrong, he's still one of the youngest guys on the roster.
Yeah.
But he's still...
Early 30s.
He's still a veteran.
Yeah.
So I don't know why, they're so, I guess trying not to make this sound like they're copycatting or rehashing an old gimmick in that, but I don't think they are. I mean, like I said, I think it was nice getting, what was it? In charge of operations? I think was that Kane's position? It was some position that apparently nobody can explain what the hell his job is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Apparently, everybody's job that night was to screw Randy Orton. Apparently.
Yeah.
Really, all Orton did was he took a nasty bump for a table.
Oh, yeah.
But the fact that it was the Big Show staying on his steps made it
Yeah.
Like he was maybe...
All the big...
Oh, my God. So high off the ground.
Oh, my God!
But, yeah, the rest of the night it was just Orton bitching to everybody, pretty much. Yeah. I have a hurt shoulder, guys. Where the hell were you at?
Yeah, the Shield. Yeah, I found that a little interesting.
Yeah, the Shield. We got better things to do with it than watch you. Was it like Ambrose's excuse, pretty much?
It almost felt like a face turn there, but no, that ultimately wasn't. Some kind of a tease, and because you wouldn't think that all three of them would turn face.
I think the whole storyline was that because the heads of the Authority were not there.
Yeah.
So there's no that's the thing. I think there's also no second in command.
Yeah.
But you have three heel technically Authority figures now. You have Kane, Brad Maddox, and Vic Guerrero all vouching that we all have authority in this company.
Tonight, yeah.
And
the supposed general managers that really aren't that much general manager.
And Kane, who said that he got informed. I mean, which maybe one would say, "Hey, well then Kane technically has the actual authority then, because the bosses told him he was in charge, and the discussion they were in charge."
Yeah.
But I think the whole thing was that there's like, once you get rid of Triple H and Stephanie McMahon, there's no actual other authority that actually can control the show or anything.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm sure next week somebody's gonna get probably pedigree. If anything, it's gonna be Brad Maddox probably, because he's just at this point really falling behind. I mean, he's to me he plays the perfect talking head, but at the same time, now you have Kane, who's supposed to he's now the talking head for the authority. He's a bit more intimidating than Brad Maddox does.
Yeah.
Although, Brad Maddox Craig, he was staying up to the big red monster. I mean, and I was just waiting for Kane to chokeslam the guy, but apparently this is new. Like I said, business corporate Kane. He doesn't do this stuff anymore, apparently.
Yeah, and of course, next week they announced that Raw goes country, I guess.
Oh, Nashville. Yeah. So what?
I don't know how.
So does that mean that Hayden Panettiere showing up?
I have a bad feeling.
And Connie Britton's going to show up too, and that show on ABC called Nashville. Or
is 3MB actually going to be like a band? A real band?
Is Jerry Lawler getting back in the ring? I mean, I know it's Nashville, but it's not Memphis, but it's still Tennessee. I mean, I actually like the fact that 3MB came out to like a British rock band, pretty much.
Yeah.
At least they're still trying to find ways to get on television.
Yeah. And Big Show, trying to escape in one of those British taxis.
Oh my God.
Trying to fit in. That was,
yes, let's make fun of the fact that Europeans...
A nice visual.
Americans got to make fun of the fact that Europeans drive small vehicles. That's always something we just
can't...
More
gas efficient,
Yeah, more gas efficient small vehicles.
Yeah, because gas, ain't very cheap over there. So.
I mean, how about the fact that it's, how about the fact that they drive on the wrong side of the road, too? Let's just,
the opposite.
Why not just do that?
Yeah, so...
But,
So, next week, back in America, and, in Nashville,
Tennessee. You're so happy that back in America.
No, I mean, it's probably. It's the crowd's probably not going to be as good.
No.
Though. So actually, I'm not. It's not like I'm happy about that. Really.
No.
Just I guess that I'm saying that means the authority is going to be back. And, it would have been interesting. This could have been an interesting night where, for like Vince McMahon to show up, since the other, and take authority. I mean, I don't know, but that didn't happen. Because I'm thinking, once they announced that Triple H and Stephanie weren't there, I'm thinking, it'd be an interesting night, because who's going to be in charge?
Yeah,
it would have been an interesting night for Vince McMahon to show up. And
you said, who's in charge? Yeah. And that, to me, was the storyline. Who really has actual authority when, the actual people who have authority aren't there?
Yeah.
Like, because, continue, the story actually is going to be, okay, they got to pick a second in command or third in command, because really, I think, tell you, Stephanie and Triple H are like co-leaders, technically. So, second in command. Which to me is Kane by a landslide at this point.
Yeah.
I don't see it being Brad Maddox. In fact, like I said, we'll be surprised if he gets pedigreed by Triple H next week. And Vicky Guerrero, I mean, she's the GM of SmackDown. Which
So,
I don't even know if SmackDown even needs a GM at this point either. But to me, that's the problem with an angle like this. You really follow the whole part of even having a general manager.
Yeah.
You kind of do.
Yeah, they don't even... They're not really...
Do they even have real authority? I mean, you can play the whole... Well, they're puppets, really. They're telling they do have authority. They can still make matches in that, but really it's only matches that Triple H and Stephanie will only sanction in that. But,
right.
Well, that's the thing, too. I mean, Vicky did fall Randy Orton in a handicap match. I mean,
a lot of... several... that was like the theme. Handicap matches.
Apparently. Apparently...
The Real Americans against John Cena...
and London really letting Cena know how they felt about it.
Oh yeah!
Oh my God! It got ugly.
And they definitely like Cesaro.
He's European.
I know exactly.
They like their own.
But I mean, in general, Cesaro looked good.
I mean, suppose when they were in Germany, like I said, Cesaro or Claudio Castaneves speaks perfect German, and Cena, although supposedly he's bilingual, he hasn't mastered German yet, and had Antonio Cesaro, as he called him, Claudio, come out, actually called him by his real name and put him over, and pretty much had him translate for Cena, pretty much. Like Cena would say something and Claudio would say it in German, and so I mean, and Cena said that this guy's going somewhere. So I'm telling you, get aboard the Cesaro train.
Yeah,
I mean, come on, the man's freakishly strong.
Yeah.
He's European.
Pound for pound,
when was the last time you actually had... I mean, technically, Wade Barrett was your shot at having an actual European champion. Yeah. And William Regal had a few opportunities back in the day, but I mean, this is your actual. I mean, and Sheamus was, he was a world champion too.
Yeah.
I mean, so they have had like strong European characters, but I just think Cesaro, just the fact that first of all, he's not British and he's not Irish and that, like he's actually like kind of like, I think he's Swiss, but apparently he also knows German and that. So he's like, I never seen him have like somebody in that part of Europe as like as a possible like main guy to push.
Yeah,
I think that's a new market that they could maybe invest in.
Yeah. And they went crazy when he like threw him up for that Cena up for that that uppercut.
Because I kind of was channel surfing at this point. Because even though the crowd chants were entertaining, but did Cena put the giant swing on him?
He was going to he like had him in and then Cena like rolled out of it. Or something.
I'm gonna say he's not.
So
which maybe shows you the fact that they don't trust that move yet.
Yeah, I mean they were getting excited, but
it's an awesome move watching him spin like God. Like I mean, we're talking big guys around like 20 times in that, and it's you get dizzy after a while watching it.
Yeah.
But no, I mean it's impressive strength and.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
the
and
crowd loves it.
Yeah, and when he's doing it, like these guys aren't touching the ground. I mean, Khali when he was getting tossed like 10 times, never touched the ground. Never touched the ground.
Yeah.
So, like I said, Cesaro I think has like a lot of actual like strength to him, and he's very strong.
Yeah, pound for pound, he's very strong.
And like I said, hopefully maybe Cena's endorsing him, which I think is looking at Biggie Langston is a great endorsement you want backstage because, well, I should say Biggie Langston. I should call him Tugboat now because he's pretty much almost like Hulk Hogan. Yeah. Hulk Hogan's one brother, pretty much.
Yeah. They on WWE.com they posted like a little article of like WWE superstars explaining their their bench maxes and stuff and
Biggie Langston
575. Yeah,
five really? I thought
570. But the funny thing is, though, Mark Henry wasn't in this article. They had all kinds of. They had Swagger in there. They had.
Cesaro.
They had Cesaro.
So he had to be in there.
His answer was like 415 or something. But who cares? But who really cares how much you bench? No, but that's a good.
Was that his answer really?
That's what it says. I mean,
415. Who really cares how much you bench?
Yeah, but who really cares like how much
you bench?
Because the thing is, but you can tell.
No. I mean, that's actually true now.
That's a good answer.
I just think that like if Cena said like, I bench 500, like Cesaro pretty much like said, but
surprisingly, but
can you run a mile in like?
Surprisingly, Cena only said like 450 something. I would have thought like, Ryback said 550.
Well, of course, because him and Mark Henry wanted to break the NFL bench record at one time.
Yeah. But yeah, Biggie Langston 575, and Mark Henry, I don't know. He was for whatever reason. That's why some people were criticizing the article for that. It's like
you don't have the world's strongest man.
You have the world's strongest man.
Big Show on there.
Big Show, it said like for him, it said like 500 pounds for like 18 reps or something or 16. I mean that seems obviously.
Was Khali on there too?
Even it out.
I was thinking of big guys there.
Khali wasn't on there. Yeah.
Did they have like small guys maybe just to see how like Rey Mysterio?
No, Cesaro was like the lowest max in there, but
which is why he's so impressive.
But pound for pound, pound for pound, 415. That's still. Yeah. And the thing is, like he's like about like functional strength too.
Yeah. Well,
Like, this is video clip of him I saw on YouTube. But he does a lot of like functional, like different kinds of stuff, and you can see that when he does the giant swing and some of the moves that he does. His finishing
I do think of that one Botchamania video where he trips. It's a European, I think, house show, and he trips on like over the step or something.
Yeah,
he just like gets up and goes like, what? And, like, he's like kicking the step.
Yeah.
Botchamania. I gotta start watching some episodes. I haven't watched that in a while, and like I said, the guy that does it's brilliant because
Yeah.
And it's funny. There actually have been times in WWE where they actually have acknowledged like Botchamania. Yeah. So it actually is growing. I mean, I know that the company for like the YouTube page, they actually have hired some YouTube channel guys. Like Tubby Emu, I think has actually worked for the company. Like as far as every pay-per-view, I've noticed that they do like a Minecraft contest, creating the stadium for that pay-per-view kind of, or the arena, just using Minecraft. Yeah. And Tubby Emu like really goes through all the runner-ups and the winners in that. So, but like I said, I don't know if he's getting paid by WWE. Because, like I said, he at one point he has a separate YouTube channel, and he still does. He's like one of those like review guys, kind of. But No, I mean, I'm curious, like, if they would hire like anybody else from the internet to maybe work for them.
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, other than that, I didn't see too much from this episode of Raw. I mean, other than the end
I don't know.
and the beginning mostly.
Did you watch SmackDown on Friday?
No,
or replays.
No, I mean,
did you pay
I'd like to get around to it, but I just get in football, and then I'm not. They're not doing the best job of getting me or just people in general. I mean, it was fine. Like, when Cena was gone, I don't mean to say just single-handedly makes it, but there were some good episodes.
It was refreshing, maybe.
Yeah, on SmackDown, it was
You kind of did see some new names pop
the Authority.
Up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
but,
I haven't been able to watch it when it's been airing too. I mean, so it hasn't fit in my schedule as easily either. So that's part of it.
No, I just brought it up because on Friday, it was Ryback versus John Cena.
Really,
and I heard this when I watched the taping results, like on I think it was WWE Iceman or whatever how they post spoilers every week, and the main event was Ryback Cena. And at one point in the match, there were massive Goldberg chants toward Ryback, and Ryback not only acknowledged them, he speared Cena and then gave him a jackhammer,
really?
Goldberg-ish.
Oh,
so I actually tried to find the full match on YouTube, which is 12 minutes long because this is a commercial break, only 5 minutes, so it's more like a 17-minute match. And I was curious if they actually edited that part out. I'm like, no, there was actually a spear. Granted, it was a very weak spear. It was it was a Goldberg-ish spear, but it was a spear.
Not a Roman Reigns spear.
Oh no, Roman Reigns spear looks 10 times better compared to Ryback did.
Yeah.
And then Ryback was again a jackhammer, but it wasn't it was a powerful jackhammer. I also think that and first of all, the fact that Ryback lost to R-Truth also proves that he's not out of the doghouse yet.
Yeah.
But he did a jackhammer. It wasn't it's good. It was Goldberg-ish, but he kind of almost gently put Cena on the mat. So. You want to prove that he's still in that this. So I really do think that there is this rumor of him being an unsafe worker because he's working with the company guy, and he's being very gentle with him in the ring, almost to the point where it's that didn't look that actually hurt, or there was an impact on that.
Yeah.
But I just found it curious that he was doing Goldberg, and even acknowledged it on commentary too, Goldberg's name in that, So.
You wonder.
There was an interview that actually found it was from the Miami Marlins where Bill Goldberg threw out the first pitch, and they actually brought up, Are you gonna ever make a comeback at WrestleMania? And he said, no, I wasn't gonna do it. But they also said, it's 8 months away, and you never know in this business.
Yeah. That's
which to me is coming off I've probably talked to them. I mean, this is also when this DVD was supposed to be advertised too, and it's a WWE DVD, and they're like, okay, well. The DVD's coming out with you, and he's like, yeah, but that doesn't mean I'm actually gonna come back for a match or anything. But once again, he almost comes back and says, but I can't answer in this industry I'm never coming back in a ring or anything.
Yeah. So
to me, it's a sign that he is negotiating, and really, even if it gets Ryback, even if it only lasts a minute or something, because let's face it, Goldberg's winning the match. Even if Ryback wasn't in the doghouse, Goldberg's winning this match.
Right. Yeah.
But. I don't know. I find it strange that there's the Goldberg rumor still, and now it's a DVD acknowledgement on commentary. WWE.com actually posted highlights of his career.
Yeah,
it's just. I'm just saying, Tyler. Every time they've done this in the past, it's a sign that they at least have negotiated with the superstar.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, the Brock Lesnar deal.
2 years ago, this was happening with Brock Lesnar.
It was King of the Ring, and who's one of the former champs that had up there? Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
And they even acknowledged, well, we know what he's doing right now. And
at
that point, I think he was the UFC champion still. So there were still negotiations going, even with Lesnar's camp, supposedly that early. I mean, and it really wasn't until WrestleMania where it actually was rumors of he might actually come out during WrestleMania. And in fact, there were actually some fans even saying with The Rock winning, maybe Lesnar would come out and he'll close WrestleMania that way. But I actually thought Raw was the better way of doing it. Because I think with a main event like that, it has to end with somebody winning. It should end with a comeback.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, it's like WrestleMania 8 where the Ultimate Warrior came running down to save Hulk Hogan. And, that was the first time he's been in a ring in 1.5 years or so. But I found it strange that in the past, this usually means that they at least have to talk with this person. And I don't see how, if the money's right and the deal's right, how he turns it down.
Right. And especially with his son, that's
that's the
wanting
thing
to
too.
see him wrestle.
As soon as everybody's heard that, they're like, "Oh my God, he might actually come back to this company."
Yeah.
I mean, granted, it's not going to be in the same capacity as back in the day, and I don't want him to. He's 43 years old, for crying out loud. Yeah. And his beard, there's actually gray hair on it, which
at this point it's got to be like white.
Yeah. I mean, it was almost kind of white in some areas too. And obviously taking advice from Kevin Nash, Vince is going to say kind of dye that because you're not going to look old on my television set.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I mean, even like in his like,
because even Kevin Nash said that, like when he
came out with
well before even the Royal Rumble. I mean, there was one point where his contract expired for TNA, and this was like I think around WrestleMania 24 in Orlando, which TNA made like a big deal. Well, WWE's coming into our hometown and that, and blah blah blah, and we get advertised because a lot of WWE fans are down here, and the ranks never went up once because these are WWE fans. You got to find a way to, but no, I mean that was like TNA's hometown. But Kevin Nash actually got invited to WrestleMania, because when you're Triple H's best buddy, and supposedly he was up in a skybox that Vince McMahon paid for and watched the whole show from that area and that. But supposedly because his contract expired, they actually negotiated. And the one thing that Kevin Nash refused to accept was that Vince wanted him to dye his hair. Yeah. And Kevin Nash refused because he wanted to become one of the first wrestlers to actually age naturally on television. Yeah. Because there's some people want to actually look younger still. Because they don't want to be viewed as, by a fan, why is this guy doing? He's clearly too old to be in the ring anymore. Yeah. Which is why if Hulk Hogan ever comes back in the ring, I'm curious what how fans going to respond. Yeah. Why? Yeah. But, no, I mean, obviously he changed his mind. But, of course, he changed his mind because, as he said, there was that infamous segment on TNA where Abyss came out with a, it was, I want to say almost like a baseball bat, but had nails around it. Yeah. And it was impaled. I kid you not, because I remember watching the segment going, this is an Eric Bischoff segment? Like, is Vince Russo still running the company? I mean, he's literally there was literally like nails stuck in his back pretty much. And he kind of like falls over like he got killed or something. Yeah. But of course he didn't, because this is professional wrestling and nobody dies on television. Right. But Kevin Nash, that was it. That was it. That was the straw. He said, if that's what they're gonna promote on television, and all I gotta do is to make bigger, more money, less work, and just have to show up for a few signings here and there. I'll dye my hair, So in the end, and then everybody has their price, I guess, and and the options die away. But no, I'm curious if first one he comes back, and if it is against Ryback, and I don't know, how are the fans going to respond to Goldberg coming back?
I mean, and maybe it depends on what city they go to as well.
Well, that's the thing. If it's going to happen, you'd think Atlanta.
Go to a good. If that's
hometown. If that's going to be his first appearance on Raw or pay-per-view, well, it's not going to be a pay-per-view because I don't think Atlanta is Atlanta in any pay-per-view. I think towards the end.
Hosting any? I don't know.
I don't know. I got to look that up maybe. Because if it is, then if I'm a fan, circle that, because that's the first time to maybe have the guy come back then. Yeah. I mean, but then again, like I said, with The Rock almost guaranteed not coming back to this year's WrestleMania, it seems like. Yeah. All you have is Brock Lesnar. And, he's big, but he's not, like, big, I want to say. I mean, I think he can draw, but I think you still need one more big guy.
Yeah. He's not an
And at this rate, you got Bill Goldberg supposed to negotiate, and now you even got Hulk Hogan negotiating. And not just making an appearance or hosting WrestleMania, which I actually wouldn't have a problem with that. But as long as he doesn't determine the main event of WrestleMania or anything. Yeah. But, I'm hearing him train for one more match, and I'm like, who? Who is he going to face? Yeah. And he's going over. So, whose career do you want to kill now, pretty much? Because, I tell you what, if it's CM Punk, which would be highly entertaining, because CM Punk used to talk so much trash about Hulk Hogan, but as soon as Hogan signed up TNA, and there were all these fans saying, like, oh, he's going to change this product, and they're going to be competitive now at WWE, and Punk's like, no, he's not. He's just going to feed his own ego like he always does, and blah, blah, blah. And Punk, go figure, was right, and Hogan, heard it on a radio station, it's like, well, hell, I was selling a Master of Garment, this kid was in diapers, and blah, blah, blah. I mean, so that alone, and the fact that I know Punk would not hold back insulting Hogan. Yeah. I mean, we all heard what he said to Kevin Nash, for crying out loud. And every wrestling fan's like, thank God somebody finally has the balls to tell Kevin Nash that. So, God knows how much Punk's going to tell Hulk Hogan. And well, especially they even acknowledge the whole Punk wants to shake Hulk Hogan's hand and Hogan just blew him off during that one Raw. And then Austin like came up and like said, hey little buddy, and that, you know, like, to me that's actually when Punk said that's the difference between an Austin and a Hogan. Austin actually gives a shit about the young guys. Hogan just cares about himself.
Yeah.
It's just to get a paycheck. So I mean, but I don't. But at the same time, it happens. Hogan's going over because he has to get paid a lot of money even at his age to even put somebody to even go down to somebody. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, at the same time, I don't know if a Bill Goldberg who's 43 has some white beard to him right now. Like the point is old Tyler.
Yeah.
And a Hulk Hogan who has, as far as I know, a bad back, bad hip, cannot do the leg drop, can't do the big knee, cannot go up the top rope, not even a second rope. You know, he can't even go up the stairs, I don't think, because remember at TNA, if you noticed at one point during the Hogan era, they actually elevated, like, the ramp is, like, level with the ring. So you don't need to go up any steps to get into the ring. You can just go, it's level with the ring, perfect level. Supposedly that was done because Hogan can't go up steps anymore. So I don't see Vince accommodating. No! I mean, unless Hogan's coming down in like one of those old what was it like for like WrestleMania 3? Like it was like one of those mini ring kind of like just like I mean like Andre the Giant. They did, guys like, I mean like for Andre the Giant they did that supposedly because of the same thing. He had bad legs and that was a long entrance ramp and. Yeah. And I was like, kind of cool in that day because it was like they were just moving down there. But,
a little float.
I mean, to me, that's the only way you can get Hogan to get to the ring.
Yeah.
I mean, and like I said, it wouldn't be entertaining. It would just be some punches. He might hulk up once in a while. Yeah. But what would his finisher be? He can't do the leg drop. If he does, he says his hip will break that. I mean, so. I mean, at the same time, supposedly this is from the Examiner, and they're not usually very reliable in wrestling news. Yeah. So, I mean, but still, the fact that this is even getting brought up just, like, cringes me. Yeah. Not because you have a match, because who the hell are they going to feed to them? Yeah. I mean, Goldberg, Ryback seems to be the number one pick for Goldberg. And I'm fine with Ryback losing to Goldberg.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm fine with that. But who do you feed to Hogan? Yeah. But, I mean, hell, even Sal Monster joked and said how it might be Daniel Bryan. I'm like, oh, God, no.
Are you kidding me?
I mean, come on. The 9-second pinfall was torture enough for the guy. I mean, I'm sorry, 18 seconds. 18 seconds, match, I'm sorry. Yeah. It was supposed to be like 7 or 6 seconds. She was supposed to be breaking a record. Yeah. But, it didn't happen. Probably because they rang the bell too damn soon, I think. Yeah. But I find it hard to believe that Hogan's coming back. Well, first of all, I should say, I believe he's coming back. Because I think he's discovered by now that TNA is a sinking ship. Yeah. And now rumors that Eric Bischoff is technically fired too from the company. So his buddy's gone. So I see no reason why Hogan has any motivation to come back to TNA. And really TNA has no motivation to even hire him because, at my point, the ratings have not gone up. They've gone down with him. And really he hasn't done anything to make the product any better. But I'm still saying, okay, he comes back. Fine, come back as the host of WrestleMania. Why a match? I'm just saying. Yeah. And I said, I'm not going to drop this title because I keep hearing rumors that this is actually going to happen. Yeah. Then the whole bait's going to be, oh God, who are they going to feed him to? Yeah. Because it has to be a big guy because Hogan's not going to work some small guy. Although, hell, why not? Just have him face 3MB in a 3-on-1 handicap match. He'll win. Yeah. Because let's face it, those guys...
That's all they do.
Yeah, they job anyway. I mean, hell, give it to Zack Ryder. I mean, he needs a WrestleMania. And, his show's canceled, too, his web series. So, I mean, he's doing nothing. I mean...
He was, like, promoting merchandise last night.
I mean...
With a goatee.
But what main event superstar are you going to feed to this guy? Yeah. So he can get, like, his whole ego, and, Hulk may never die, brother.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully no main eventers, but no, I don't know.
Hopefully no match title. Forget main eventers, no match. I don't want to see Hulk Hogan
exactly,
no
match. Yeah, no match. Especially,
although I guess it's now since we're done with Raw and we just talked about two guys. Let's talk about the guy that always gets brought up every year. And his character supposedly just left TNA. I say his character. I think he still has a contract till January. But this happens every year. His contract comes up with TNA, which was, we finally get him against The Undertaker this year. Sting.
Sting and the others. Yeah.
You know, it happens every year. How that 1 year there was that subliminal message for The Undertaker, and everybody already thought, God, it's Sting, because, we never see Undertaker's face in it, and people always wondered, why the hell would you show an Undertaker feud and not show his face?
Yeah.
Like what's the big secret with The Undertaker in that? But no, people actually thought it was Sting, and I was one of them there until finally reality hit, and I'm like, oh no, it's not Sting. There's no way he signed, because if it would, it would have leaked online by now, because I know right now that if the movie industry cannot keep any secrets, then the WWE cannot keep any secrets from the internet. So if Sting signed WWE, it would have been leaked online. It would have been a big story. People would have been bragging about it. And, I mean, at the same time, like I said, the guy's I think he's in his 50s.
I think so.
He wears a T-shirt now because supposedly his physique's not that good anymore. So, I mean, granted, I think he moves better than The Undertaker, but once again, those guys' face, he's smaller than The Undertaker too. He's just as old as The Undertaker. Actually, no, he's older than The Undertaker.
Yeah.
He moves better, though, than The Undertaker, but he also... The one reason why I think he moves better is because he's never really done anything crazy.
Yeah. Probably that.
He's never done any crazy stunt in the ring or anything. I mean, Taker's been through Hell in a Cell matches, and...
Taker's taller, and,
Yeah, I mean...
So.
I just think it's probably because of the characters these guys kind of embraced in WCW and that. But at the same time, we don't know what character WWE would give him. I mean, the Crow gimmick makes sense. And in fact, even give him, I think they can pretty much, since they own WCW, like all the soundtracks, if he comes in, he might come out to his Crow theme song. But still, does anyone want to see a 50-year-old man against a 40-year-old man in the ring?
Yeah.
Because it won't be a wrestling classic. I'm not saying well, I'll be fair. It's going to be better than the Goldberg Ryback match. And it'll be better than anything Hulk Hogan versus anybody. But still, I mean, well, first of all, let's get wait. If that happens, that's 3 guys who are 40 and over, actually include The Undertaker and, well, no, actually, Brock Lesnar's still in his 30s. That's 40 and over guys wrestling a match. Wrestling at 30 nonetheless.
Yeah. RVD also, he could be a over 40.
Yeah, I mean,
because in a couple months, he'll be back.
Yeah, he'll be back. And
he's probably got about 2 months.
Actually, maybe I think somebody said maybe even phone Chris Jericho, maybe too, because maybe he.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because he came back at the Royal Rumble last year. So
I think he's in his 40s too.
Yeah, I think.
So what? That's 6 guys in their 40s.
I think he's Triple H's age, and then there you go, Triple H.
That's 7 guys in their 40s. Big Show might be wrestling. That's 8 guys in their 40s.
Yeah, that's true. So I mean,
is it WrestleMania 30 or WrestleMania I don't know what now?
WrestleMania 30 featuring guys in their 40s.
Yeah, WrestleMania 30
featuring numerous guys. Yeah,
WrestleMania 30, the mania you would never forget, because I'm guarantee you most of these guys won't even forget this event either.
Yeah. Yeah.
WrestleMania 30, worse than WrestleMania 11.
Yeah. So
in the main event, Hulk Hogan, the worst WrestleMania main event ever.
Yeah. So,
if that happens, Vince clearly has gone off the deep end.
Yeah,
I don't see it happening there. I mean, like I said, Hogan to me is a question. Is a huge question mark. Sting, I don't think is ever going to happen. At this point, even if it does, I don't want to see it happen. Goldberg, I'm fine with, because fine. I mean, because his last time in the ring was kind of bad, and it wasn't exactly the best swan song for him.
Yeah, and Ryback could get a good. Rub out of it, maybe.
Yeah, and maybe
that he needs.
Maybe the whole Goldberg chanting can get off his back now.
The monkey off his back,
Maybe by wrestling and losing to him, it might happen. But, I mean, then we go down, I mean, obviously, I think Undertaker's going to wrestle. And it sounds like it's Brock Lesnar. Which, that's almost, you can guarantee Pets will win. Yeah. The only time that match is going to happen is if Taker himself says, I'm sorry, Vince, I can't wrestle, my hip's not better, or my back's not better. Now, if that happens, then guarantee you Goldberg's definitely going to be at Mania then. Yeah. Because you need some kind of an attraction. If the streak's not going to be on the line at 30, Tyler, then you need some form of an attraction. And Goldberg making his return to a wrestling ring in, I don't know, in 10 years?
Yeah,
10 years pretty much.
It will have been 10 years.
10 years.
WrestleMania 20.
Yeah.
And then WrestleMania 30.
So 10 years? I mean, I could sell some tickets maybe. I mean, until Goldberg wrestles and it's a crap fest again.
Maybe,
but
yeah.
I'm praying that it's somewhat better. I'm praying that he's not just coming back and getting, but listen, if he can't wrestle, then fine. Spear, jackhammer, less than a minute, fine. There's no torture then.
At least maybe he'll be a little more inspired too, because I mean, at that point too, he was, he's on his way out of
I mean, come on, and his kid's watching. Yeah, you're right. Maybe his kid watching. He wants to
make it.
He made me a little more inspired than the Lesnar match.
Yeah,
which was just, very uninspiring.
Yeah, two guys on their way out. Yeah,
but I mean, WrestleMania. I mean, as far as that, I mean, hell, I mean, well, I should say, Raw. I can't be talking about Damon Sandow.
Yeah,
starting to come alive as a character.
I thought,
show some ruthless aggression.
Yeah, now doing without the sleeves on his shirt. Now sleeveless
He's
t-shirt.
going Wade Barrett against his style because Wade Barrett kind of did that.
Yeah, sort of like the Rock style. So I mean, the look there. He's got a bit of a look there. I think he didn't really used to. Just coming out in this, robes and stuff. Yeah, all the time and. No, but yeah, I mean that T-shirt, that'll do him a favor, and I mean it'll be interesting to see, how he does in the next few, come into the road.
Yeah, it's kind of curious how he handles the. I mean, because to me his whole character has almost morphed ever since the Cena loss. Yeah, he does. I don't even think he trash talks almost down to the ring now anymore. Like he's almost dead serious now. Yeah. So maybe this is it. Maybe the whole point is giving is that loss has fired him up now. Yeah. Because he believes he should have won that match, and and who knows? Maybe we might finally get the, the age of enlightenment of for a world title reign. Maybe I mean, like I said, WrestleMania, we might get a